and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, this is a relatively unfamiliar formation, but who are the key players within it?
Yeah, I'd say the advanced midfielders, Peter. They're going to have to do all the jobs of, say, a number 8 and a number 10, and an auxiliary striker, if you like. They have to do a lot of the pressing, carrying the ball forward, as well as making sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated. Effectively, they're the space invaders in the team.
It's a promising position, and it's played into the middle. Cleared away. Now the delivery. Over to the left with Toma. Nicely weighted ball. Takes a shot!
That is decidedly lacking. He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I quite like the look of this boy, Ito, because he's solid, versatile, he's capable of playing in multiple positions in defence, and he's got a lovely passing range with a cracking left foot. So he's well suited to possession football, and his confidence and technique on the ball make him ideal for this sort of game.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He was under real pressure there. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Indonesia, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Great vision. Oh, played through for the wide man. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. Header comes in! Harmlessly behind. Endo. Japan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. And it's Kubo. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Turns back. Strong running down that left flank. He's found a way through. Oh, such a clever touch. Pinches it off him. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
And he's taking no chances there. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's certainly onside here. Lovely feet. Chance to deliver. A header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Forwards and with intent. Engages and forces him off the ball. Mitoma. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's nice.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Indonesia clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That is a great pick out. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! And finally he has breathed life into the game! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The man
Delivers with whip.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That pass isn't the best. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Almost an hour gone. And that's going right the way across. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist.
There's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Played out to the left flank. Mitoma. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Cross into the box. Danger averted for now. Indonesia are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. He's got away. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Substitution for Japan. Number 20.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Played into space out wide. Tries a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's neat. And that's aimed into the middle. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. And the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game.